just to let you know, this is what we got going on right now. And I'm gonna walk over here to talk about it, try to get out of the crowd. What you're looking for?
Stay away from them. Stick together. Buddy system. Be safe. I love you.
It's getting wild, is what I'm saying.
If you want to find my work, I'm a journalist.
So,
go to millennialmillie.com.
Millie Weaver is live right now. Let's just go to her.
Fake news media won't show you. Thank you.
And over.
Hey, listen, it's all about unity, you guys. Treat each other with respect, and you get respect back. And we love you guys. Thank you guys.
So,
we're gonna wrap this up. Get home safe.
So Alex Jones came in at the end of the rally, and they were calling for him to go up on stage. They refused to do it. I almost went live when they refused to do it. So Jones took it over. Take a look, you know, over on the stage, over on the right-hand side, you know, now everybody's already moving. So they all moved over to here. And, you know, there was a pretty big moment of tension a second ago, but now we got it going. I just want to make it abundantly clear before I get this thing pulled that I am not calling for any kind of an armed revolution. I am just documenting what's going on, and just so everybody knows, you know, they were wrapping up this other rally in front of the Supreme Court. Jones marched over, pretty much took it over while Millie Weaver was on stage, and now you're looking at it. This is it live. You know, the woman over there that is wearing a mask with a Trump, where is it? There we go. But a Trump flag is her mask. She's all pissed off about it. I don't know what to say. You know, I don't know the inside baseball on what happened with Millie Weaver and Alex Jones. I offered Millie to come on the show. I offered her to come on and talk about it or talk about anything that she wanted. I didn't get a response. Obviously, I had Jones on last week. He gave me the time. And by the way, that's the Alex Jones that I had on last week that I think people need to listen to. We honed him in. It was about one thing. I don't think the word Trump was even used once, right? And here he is speaking, so we're gonna turn back. Oh. You know, I'm tempted to go over and talk to Millie really quick. She's right over there. Why don't we do it? Let's do it. Hey Millie, can I just get a quick comment on the rally and the importance of it from you?
Yeah, just let me get a picture.
Sure.
Terrific transition, by the way. Way to handle the crowd. Very well. Same time. Just put up there. Hey, no big deal.
This isn't one of the rallies.
You never know, maybe. Keep it coming. I started a digital platform called USA 2020.com, and I basically true news, like your stuff, everyone's stuff, street broadcasting, and some of our own stuff. I really get. I'm in corporate finance due diligence, so I like to keep getting in the shower, all the shit, dirty jobs, into the chip market. So same, different machines, same way. Right? So
I don't want to get the guys' information on camera, obviously.
we're going to follow but not keeping them there, also putting them back out.
I'll take a look at it. So I just scan that with like
I just wanted a quick comment about the whole thing, the Supreme Court, why you chose this venue. What do you think the next step is, especially after it being thrown out without prejudice, only 2 judges basically saying that we want to look at this evidence? And then do you think that there's another chance that the Supreme Court will have to look at the evidence through a different type of suit?
Well, there are many remedies with the Constitution. Okay, so there's the entire process. This is just the beginning. Some of the stuff you're seeing being played out in the courts is just the beginning. And really, I don't think it's not the end-all be-all, the result of these cases, so to speak. We're going to see hearings coming up. You're going to see a lot of stuff going on with the House and the Senate. You're going to see electors putting forward slates. And we're also going to be seeing the DNI report coming out pretty soon. That'll be interesting. And there may or may not be criminal investigations. So there's still a lot going forward. It's not over yet. The AP can try to call the election for Joe Biden all they want, but at the end of the day, they don't call the election. Who do they think they are? We, the people, the American people, we call the elections. That's how it works. This is our government. So we select the President of the United States. I'm not worried. I think that there's a lot of hope going forward just from what I've been seeing and hearing behind the scenes with the people who are actually pushing back against this encroachment of our freedoms. I know that there's going to be a lot of good stuff coming forward and more testimony that you guys are going to be hearing about.
So you really think that it's going to end up in the Supreme Court? I think that it will end up in the Supreme Court. I don't know how, and I don't know the ruling on it, but you surely can't still be invested in Bill Barr right now and people like him.
No. I'm not necessarily saying to pay attention to Bill Barr. I'm saying pay attention to Ratcliffe.
Ratcliffe, you think that that's the new hope? All right, Millie, well, you have a good day. I think that's a lot of hopium. And I think that she knew exactly who I was. And she was shook that I even came over and asked her a question. Again, guys, we follow each other on Twitter. She's got to know who I am. You judge it for what you want. I was actually kind of disappointed with that because it seemed like a lot of hopium, don't you? I mean, that's just how I feel about it. And it's not like to try to degrade her or, I didn't, I'm not looking for conflict, and I'm not trying to draw conflict between her and Alex, but obviously you saw how many people were lining up for photographs. She's a large personality. I think that somehow, some way, it'll probably go to the Supreme Court again before January 21st. And what comes from there, I don't know, man. But I know we got some chaos going on. And again, it's not that I think that it's the first election in history that there was no fraud, right? Ever. And I'm definitely not endorsing any type of digital voting system. One man, one vote, one ballot. One woman, one vote, one ballot. It's that simple. You show up, you vote. Your vote's counted. It's really not a hard process, yet they want to sell you on a system that wants to aggregate votes, create algorithms. Does that make sense to you? Does that sound, are you a fraction of a person that can flip votes through glitches? No, these are software features that have been utilized by our intelligence services to rig elections in other countries for a long time now. And people need to step up to the plate and admit that. So, again, guys, I'm gonna say it. And if you saw or you heard when Alex was in the crowd, he said they were talking about the Great Reset, and we are the resistance. I'm telling you now, we need to be the great resistance before anybody gets inaugurated on January 20th or 21st. You understand? We need the great resistance now. It is beyond left or right. It is beyond all these people here that believe in a political party. But I need every one of them, and you need every one of them. Okay? And we got to go take over the state houses. We got to get our government back. We got to end these lockdowns. We got to end the fear. Again, I mean, do you believe, guys, what you're seeing here is going to be a super spreader event? I'd say maybe, 10% of the people that you've seen me around are wearing masks. And do you really, really believe that's making the difference? Come on, give me a break. Oh, well, guys, I'm gonna go try to find the other two gentlemen that I'm with, Joe and Andrew. By the way, Andrew came out from Action for Assange. That's Action, the number 4, Assange.com. And, he took over a couple of these. He grabbed his bullhorn. He talked about Julian Assange. Go give him a follow. Support that organization. Steve from Slow News Day also does a great job, also part of Action for Assange. But that's another issue that we all have to get behind. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to flip the camera over. I'm going to give you some more rally before we go. And just remember, the GoFundMe's down below. I'm bringing it to you live. And I'm trying to do the best work I can. So let's go.
Yeah.
USA!
know, I saw a comment. I don't know that Millie was rude. I think she was shook. Again, look at her body language. I think she looked at me, and that was it. President Joe Biden. Listen, let's be honest. He couldn't type that. Whoever your avatar is that just was like all poor babies, there's no way he could even type in caps like that. You didn't have to delete it. You could have let President Joe Biden around. Now, I mean, I get it, Rich, but I'm just letting the troll know. I mean, it's pretty pathetic. The guy has dementia. It's not like he was really elected. He couldn't get, you know, he couldn't get 20 people at a rally. And when I say elected, I'm talking about all the way back in the primaries. He was handed it. He was handed it. Do you think Pete Bootlicker actually won? We're going to let everybody kind of just mull past me as I do this diatribe. But yeah, I think that Millie was just shook. You know, she's probably nervous that in less than probably like 6 months, she went from working with a guy that she's now battling. And I think that people should watch. I haven't watched the second Shadowgate, but the first one's pretty good, man. It's solid. And that's the thing. It's definitely got to be looked at. So what do we got here? We got people everywhere. On the streets. How's it going? Yeah, this is how we do it.
You like how we took over that event?
I'm staying out of it. I went and interviewed Millie over on the thing, but I think that I mean, as soon as she saw me, she kind of jumped back. She obviously knows who I am. But I didn't make it about her and Alex. I was all about.
No, it was. I think they were told not to let him in. The securities were bigger dicks this time.
Well, I asked her basically, and you know what? Let's get your honest opinion on it.
Yeah.
So I said, well, now with this being thrown out of the Supreme Court, I think it'll reach the Supreme Court again.
In some other way, yeah.
In some other fashion. But number one, will they hear it? And number two, it's always been the case, though, Rob. I mean, we worked together 10 years ago. Obviously, the behind-the-scenes stuff is a very real thing. But especially with, you know, Bill Barr in the Department of Justice. I've been warning everybody about Bill Barr from the very beginning that he wasn't your friend.
Exactly.
I never sucked on the hopium.
His dad hired Jeffrey Epstein.
Maybe.
Hey, there's still people saying that Jeff Sessions is going to come back and take over.
This is crazy.
Come on.
And you know that Vince Fugo guy, who everybody thought was Vince Fusco is his name. Okay. That everybody who's an insane person said was JFK Jr. is in town.
Right.
And he was taking selfies with people to the point where JFK Jr. was trending today because he was taking so many selfies.
Does he look like him? I haven't seen.
No, he doesn't look anything fucking like him. He looks like a half hobo hipster. It's unbelievable.
But people are looking for anything at this point.
But dude, here's the thing.
Really
and
are.
you know I've been talking to you about this. If we had 1/10 of the crowd we've seen between both routes, 1/10 of it.
Yeah.
Take over 20 steakhouses before anybody gets inaugurated and end these fucking lockdowns and masks. And that's where I'm at. And just say, look, we don't want your mandatory vaccines. We don't want your mandatory masks. You're not going to shut our businesses down. If we took those houses over, I mean, that's the thing, man. You know me, I'm not a cult of personality guy. I'll give the guy credit. I didn't have to pay because I didn't have health insurance. I wanted out of the Trans-Pacific Partnership. That was garbage. What other wins can I give Trump? Quite a few. The healthcare thing.
Bring troops home.
Well, I'm in arguments with that because every time he tries, they just leave him there anyway.
That's true.
And you know what?
At least he's trying.
He's trying. All right,
all
right. Let me challenge you on this.
Okay.
All right. Here's the thing, though. When he really got pushed, right? When he got to the Syria point where it was obviously kind of against him too, right?
Yeah.
He didn't push back. He went with it. And we put missiles in, and we didn't hear about it again. So isn't that kind of his own fault for not outing them then? I mean, if they're going to out him at the end anyway, with Osama bin Laden stuff, come on, man. You got, and again, I'm not the president of the United States. I don't want to be. But I want somebody that's at least going to uphold the Constitution and Bill of Rights and call out the war machine.
I agree.
And,
but we're not going to get that. We're not going to get that with Biden. It'll never happen again.
Well, we're not going to get a verbal sentence from Biden because he can't comprehend. All right, dude. I don't know if you're in town tonight, but let's get some beers with you.
Hey, we're going to be at the JW out front. Right down the road.
Afterwards, what time? You have UFC pay-per-view tonight, but well, you know me. What time are you guys going out there?
We'll be out there in about an hour from now.
All right, I'll text you or I'll call you. All right, later, brother. So there you go. You get two sides to the coin, I guess, right there. That's where we're at. And you know, again, I'll give Trump where credit is due, but you know, if I had more time with him, I probably would have talked about Assange and all of it. Oh, well, thumbs the video up, subscribe, share. Again, these trips are never cheap, guys. So $5, $10, $15, big donors. I couldn't do it without you. Yeah, that was Rob Dew. Of course it was. So yeah, I'm probably having beers with the guys, and you know, I'm gonna keep pushing this thing. You know, David Icke, if you're out there, The Great Resistance, bro. Glenn Beck, who I really don't like, The Blaze TV, The Great Resistance. Tucker Carlson, stabbing people in the back, talking about loose change. The Great Resistance, bro. Everybody, all of you, let's go. You know, again, it's about all of us, not one person. So I love you guys, and I'll see you on the flip.
The trigger little bastards!